Hello everyone, I'm Miroslav Popov, and today with Petko Alexandrov we'll continue our tutorial for Express Generator. This is
Hello,
a part.
Miroslav. Nice to meet you again.
Hello. So yesterday I show you how you can extract the Express Generator in some folder of your computer. I put it on disk C on my computer. I made a folder Express Generator. You can put it everywhere. Now, from yesterday, I made some updates to the program. You see, it becomes more beautiful than before. We speak what are these CMD files? This is actual command. Yesterday we write command by typing, but we can put this typing from what we did in the terminal in the CMD files. And we speak about this ini file. Ini comes from initialization. So these are settings file. I would simply delete all these and we start from zero. I said yesterday, the Express Generator comes with three folders: bin, where the programs are; collections, where it puts the collections, but you may put the collections in other place; and the data folder, where it puts the historical data. I already have a lot of collections in the collection folder. Do you see? And I will delete all of these. We don't need for 400 collections. Okay, a lot of collections. Okay. I open the terminal. Because I'm on Windows 11, they make it very easy. Just right click and click open terminal. And I repeat, if you are on Windows 10, there is a file button here. When you click on file, there is a link PowerShell. You click on the PowerShell and you appear on the same place. Or you can open the PowerShell from the start menu of Windows. But when you open, you are somewhere, probably in your home directory. So let's go to the Express Generator folder. CD means change directory, and AOS is coming from list. It shows what files and directories you have. But this is directory users mirrors. I want to go to the Express Generator, so I'll go to CD and dot. Let's zoom a little bit. We can zoom the terminal with control and mouse wheel. Okay, dot means to go to the parent directory. So with cd dot, I'm going to users and up arrow to repeat, go to C, and now I write AOS and to show what we have, and this is the Express Generator. So I write cd express, and if you start writing and click tab, the windows automatically expand. So okay, I'm already in the Express Generator. I said you I already have updates to the program, and I'll show you now how to update. Let's go to bin folder and the fetch settings in it. This is the master setting of the fetch command. So every time when you use the fetch command, it was this setting file, and when you use the gen command, the gen program, it opens gen.settingsini. Of course, when you write parameters in the terminal or use our settings file, the programs first load the default settings and then override with our settings. So if I write here not bin fetch, okay, I automatically updated. Okay, this is I want to I was not sure if it will update or not, because it is set by default to update to check for updates and update at every 24 hours. But because you used it yesterday, it updated. I will show you how what is all now. When you run not bin fetch, it run the express generator fetch version 1.3. It checked that we have 1.4 available, started the automatic update, and updated to version 1.4. But let's see which options are responsible for this update. If I open fetch settings scene, I have it already open here. Here in the bottom of the file, there are three options: checks for update, automatic update, and update check interval. So check for update, true, means when you run the fetch command program, it will check our server for a new version. Automatic update, if it's set to true, it will download updates. And update check interval sets in which interval, what interval to check. It is in hours, so it will check each 24 hours. But
so when there is a date, the users should check out the forum, or there is a way that they can see what is the update?
These are settings by default. So when you use the fetch command, it will automatically check for updates and apply the update at every 24 hours. So every time when you use fetch command, it will use these settings and it will update automatically. And here, when we did this automatic update, the common question was, okay, I already have my settings file and my commands, and if express generator will overwrite my settings. So don't worry, it will not overwrite, because the automatic update changes only the bin folder, what is inside the bin folder. And if you have your settings here in the base folder express generator, they will not overridden. No collections will be overridden or data. So the automatic update checks only that. Updates only bin folder. But if you see in the forum that there is an update and you want to apply this update, what you can do? Let's open the PowerShell. You can write this dot. Okay, let's make it like that. And I put here the shell. We have side by side. Okay. Check for update. I can copy from here the command. The check for update, true. Just remember, if you write in the settings file, we put the name of the parameter, AQO, and value. And when you write in the shell, in the terminal, we put dash dash in front of the parameter, like here, and then put the value. We don't need the AQO sign. This is the only difference. Also, it doesn't matter if it's in this underscore or with dash. It doesn't matter. Usually, the people who write in the console, they use dashes here. It doesn't matter. So we have a check for update true, automatic update, automatic update true, and I will make here some change. Update check interval. I write update check interval, and I write 0. So 0 means every time when I run this command, it will check for update. It will not wait for 24 hours. Let's run the command. Yeah, I'm already in the latest version. But if it was a new version, it will update. So this is very useful. If you find that in the forum there is a new version and you want to update. So instead of writing every time these parameters, I will make. I don't like this screen splitting. Let's open a new file in the Notepad++, and I will write this file, CFS, and I go to disk C, express generator, and I will make a CMD file. CMD comes from command. So let's call it update express generator. It doesn't matter how you call the file, .cmd. All right. And then I'll copy this command that I write in the shell. So I mark with the mouse and use Control C and then Control V here in the file. So instead of writing in the terminal, I can write in the CMD file, and it is absolutely the same. Let's save the file. If the line is too long, you can use this. Where is this? This one here, word wrap, and it will wrap the lines. Okay, and now let's open the folder. Do you see update express generator CMD? So when you click it, it will run the command and will update the express generator, but it's already updated. If the line is too long, I will show you one trick. This trick works only in Windows. In Linux, it's a little bit different. So I can write in several lines. Just use this caret symbol, this symbol that is above the 6, and you can continue on the next line. Use the caret and you can go to the next line like that. So it makes it a little bit more readable. The spaces doesn't matter. You can align your code. The only important thing is that when you put the caret, you don't have to. Must be not any character above this. If you have some text, this caret will not work. So this caret actually discards the next symbol, which is a new line in that case. And this pattern is very convenient if you want to write longer commands. And let's continue with the generating. But okay, first let's write another command for new line, a new file, CFS. Let's make a new command for updating historical data. Let's make it data update .cmd. Okay, and I use the same node, bin fetch, and I'll put caret. So I'll continue a new line, symbols, and what symbols to update? Euro, USD, Great Britain pound, USD, GPY. Okay, and put caret here. Okay, period. M15, M30. Okay, I don't need it anymore. Caret max data bars. I'll use 20,000 bars for this tutorial, but of course you can write what's your preference. I will a little bit align the code. This only for visual improvement. It doesn't matter actually for the functionality of the program. Time zone. So what commands the commands are the same from the settings file. Fetch. We have symbol period time zone, max data bars, and this we already used. We made additional command for updating the express generator. So time zone, zone. I'm in my computer and my broker is in UTC. That's why I put 0. But you have to put what is your time zone. Also, I will use the same command. Instead of only downloading the historical data, I also update the Forex rates. FX rates, true. And that's all. Save. And now data update. So you do that only once. And now when you click on the data update, it updated the Forex rates and started downloading the data. So that's all. Actually, you did it only once. Set your preferable symbols, periods, data bars, time zone, and this is advisable to do it. Update Forex rates, and that's all. Nothing difficult.
So one
If you
time we
prefer,
do it, it's the next time we just click it and it will work.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Even if you want, you can make several files with different parameters. For example, this is for 20,000 bars, but you can make a different file for 100,000 bars and for different different symbols. You can make as many commands file as you want. And instead of writing in the console every time, just you can open the file. How to open tricky? They didn't do that very good in Windows 11. I don't remember how it's in Windows 10, but now when I click the file, it will run. And if I want to edit the file, normally it was right click on the file and edit, but it has only open. And when I click open, it will run. So if you want to edit the file, open Notepad++ and take the file and drag and drop over the editor. So yeah, and you can change the symbols, change the periods, whatever. Do you have any questions about that?
This is very nice because we can make different comment files for crypto, for Forex, for stocks, whatever asset we have, and we want to have different settings on different time frame. It's just one time and then click.
Yeah,
It'll
okay,
save a lot of time.
Yeah, but if you on Mac, MacBook with Apple OS and OS X and or Linux, you have to put this dash here, this backward dash. So this caret symbol allows you to transfer to the new line on Windows, but for Linux you have to use this symbol. This is the only difference. And the file must be not common, but sh. But the people that are using Linux, they know
They will
this
know,
better
yeah.
than me. Yeah. So these CMD files are useful for Windows. You write it once and then just click on the file and it runs. For the generating, we can do the same. Okay, let's make okay, let's make some common file for generating. I'll open new file. File save as Express generator. It will be generate. Autogen generate. Let's make it fast generate. It doesn't matter. CMD. Of course, so when you start using Express generator, you have no fast but fast. You have many different commands for the different cases. Okay, and here is very similar. Not bin gen this time. And of course, this is the shorter syntax. The full syntax is in Windows is like that. GS. This is the full. The dot means the current folder. Bin is the bin folder, and the rest is gen.gs. GS comes from JavaScript. Then put caret and let's generate strategies for symbol Euro USD, caret, period M30, max data bars, 20,000. Okay. Also, yesterday I said that I don't need to specify the server because now I'm using a premium data feed. Later I will show you how you can, or tomorrow, or the next part, I'll show you how to import data from MetaTrader and how to use it. But to be full, the example to be full, I will write server, and here I will write premium. Here the premium, the server is not exactly the server name. You don't need to write Pepperstone demo server 2004. No, just this is simply the folder, which is the data folder under the data. So we have data folder, and inside we have a premium, or you can make a folder for your broker, and just server is the name of the folder. The full name of the data server may be different, but if you do it, the generator will find the date. What options we can write? Let's write some, okay, max working minutes. Max working minutes. Let's write 60, which is 1 hour. Okay, we will not wait full hour, but I will show you some other stuff. What we have here? We can use all options that we have in the default file, and the same as in the settings file. Let's I will switch off the word wrapping. I can use any of the commands. So I use the server symbol. You see the default is server, the premium symbol euro USD period M30. But with the command, I can override it and can use my own. Let's save it with Control S. So the default settings is period M30, but in my command, I can override it. Then I will show you later what is data file, input, output. These are interesting. Correction capacity. This is interesting. Okay, let's copy it. Correction capacity. Let's make it 300. Okay. Here we don't have any limits. We can make 1000. Correlation. The default is 0.98. This is the same as in ES Studio. Resolve correlations true. Resolve similar rules. We have the same option in ES Studio. If you don't remember what is that, but could you remember from the mathematics what is a similar triangle? So if you have two triangles, the similar is one that has the same angles but can be bigger, right?
Right. Yes. Yeah.
So similar strategy, I use the analogy. Similar strategy is one that has the same indicators and the same trading rules, but different parameters.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to, this option is off by default, and it is off. Resolve similar rules is false. Is off in expression generator. But if you want each strategy to have different indicators and different trading rules, you can check this option. And if they match, if the strategies are similar, it will detect as correlated, and it will discard the one. Yeah, but this option is off. When the generator to stop in ES Studio, we have, let's go to the generator. We have only one option, working minutes. How many minutes the generator to work. But here in Express Generator, we have 3 options. Max ascended strategies. Ascended are the ones that pass all criteria and go. Now we have only the generator here. So actually, these are the strategies that are generated and pass acceptance criteria. But in the later versions, we will add also reactor features. So we will have optimizer, normalizer, Monte Carlo. So ascended will be the ones that pass everything. 0, and for all options that are, for example, the acceptance criteria, 0 means that the option is off. And if you put one number, for example, max ascended strategy is 100, it means that when 100 strategy pass, the generator will stop. This can be useful for some cases. For example, if you revalidate old correction, if you have correction with 1000 strategies, and we want to have the first 10, for example, you put max ascended strategies 10, and it will stop after the 10th. Okay. How many max calculated strategies, max working minutes? We use this option. And then we have acceptance criteria. This acceptance criteria the same as in Studio. Here, the difference that in Studio acceptance criteria, you put different. For example, if you want ways r squared, okay, minimum r squared, you put the new option, and it is on. In the express generator, I put 0 if I don't want to use it, and put the number, the value, if I want to use it. So we have a maximum drawdown, maximum drawdown percent, equity drawdown, count of trades is 100. Minimum profit 0. All options, when I put 0, it means that the option is off, but only for the minimum profit, 0 means actually 0. It means that I don't want strategy that doesn't make profit. So
Okay,
let's,
okay.
yeah, this is the only exception.
I didn't know that, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
So with the others, 0 is off, and the lowest we can put is 0.1 or 1, or
It depends. Normally you use round numbers, but max drawdown percent. This is percent, so I put 30%.
okay.
Let's use it. Okay, max drawdown percent. Let's make 20. 20 is yeah. I put a dashes here. It doesn't matter actually, but just to my code to be more pretty. Yeah, to be prettier. Max drawdown percent. Normally you don't want to edit the default settings, because if you can edit it, but after the next update they will be overwritten. So that's why I make a separate command. Minimum count of trades 100, minimum profit. Let's copy that one. Minimum profit, it make 100. It is in the currency of the account. So, what is the account? You'll see in a moment. Okay. Minimum profit. Okay, that is the same. Account settings. Account currency is USD. Initial account is 100, and leverage. These are, yeah, it's clear what is it. Entry words. Let's change the entry words. Even I will put it here. Max working minutes, okay. The order doesn't matter. Enter what, and I will make it 0.2. This is enough. So what will happen? The generator will work how many? 60 minutes. I think we don't need this caret on the last parameter. And I will write this command. So instead of writing the terminal, I wrote one CMD file. And now when I go to the, even I don't need to open the terminal anymore. If I write a command file, I don't need to open the terminal, because you open the folder and just click on the command. And do you see it prints? It prints the actual command here, what you wrote. So it started generating. We already have some improvements from yesterday. You see this rotating stuff. Here it shows that the generator is working, just to increase it. So with this command, we set correction capacity 300 and working minutes 60. But what if you want to see what is the current best strategy, or if you want to export the current correction? With this update, Express Generator 1.4, we have possibility to export correction until the generator is working. So if you remember in the beginning of the video, I deleted the content of the correction folder, and I don't have any corrections here. But I will show you the new commands we have. Actually, it is key bindings. So until the generator is working, you can use, for now we have these 4 commands that I can interact with the generator. So with Control S, I can save the collection. The generator is working and I press Control S, and we see it saved the collection and continues generating. So if I go to my collection folder, this is the collection it exported. You see, dot is the current folder, so dot means the folder of the Express generator collections, and this is the name of the collection. It's premium data Euro USD M30, and this is the date of the last bar, and it collects 300 strategies. So you can import this collection in ESStudio or in Forex Strategy Builder, and the generator still works. Okay, it reaches the capacity of the collection 300, and what happens? It continues generating. The strategies are ascending, so it means that they are passing the acceptance criteria. And when they go to the collection sorts the strategies according to the best profit. Now we have only this sorting method, the best profit, the highest profit, and the collection prunes the strategies that has the lowest profit. So from this 1,134 strategies, we have the top 300. The Control X exports, save the collections, and clears the Express generator. It means it zeroes the collection and starts from the beginning. Actually, it is equal. It is the same as you stop the generator and run it again. I will show you after in a moment. But this is very interesting. Control T shows the top strategy until it generates. It doesn't do anything more than only show you the top strategy that's currently generated. So I'll press Control T, and ta-da! You see, it is much better than before. You already have a chart in the terminal.
Okay, this is something interesting. Yes.
Yeah. So you see, it continues generating. It doesn't simply. It is the same as in a generator. When you run the generator in, you see, this is the top strategy. So when you press Control T, T comes from top. It shows the top strategy. But also, okay, it continues regenerating. It will generate 1 hour. Okay. We have also, let's go down. We have this parameter show top. It says how many strategies to show. Normally, this shows the strategies when the generator finishes. But I'll stop this generator now with Control C, so I can stop it anytime. It saves the collection and exits. So the collection is saved. When you go to the collection, now I have second collection. It has a suffix 1. You can stop the generator at any time and you don't lose your collection. Just it saves the collection and then exits. I will change this show top and I will make it show top equal to 3. I will add another parameter. Show top 3. Okay. And I will run the command again. So as I said, you don't need to open the terminal. Just click on the command, and you can have many commands, as many as you like. Now it generates, and when I press Control T, it will show the top 3 strategies, not only the top 1. Okay, 1 of 63, 2 of 63, because there was 63 collected, and it's very interesting. It is very good for console program, right? Actually it is very similar to what we have in studio in the collection. You have the
Yeah, it
chart.
gives a visual representation of the strategy, which is nice to see.
Yeah, even in the terminal.
Mm.
Oh, some users is here. Who is here? Vinicius. Hello, Vinicius. Welcome to our tutorial. Yeah, you can switch on your camera if you want. Okay, so this was new from yesterday. I'm pretty sure we already have the generator still working, right? Yeah, it's working. And if I press click Control T, it will show the new top tier strategies. Let's try it. Control T. Okay. We already have 3,000. We have 4,000 profit, which is very good. Okay. Good. Yeah. I will close this. Let's show you this Control X command. Control X. So it saves the correlation and clears the correction that which is in memory, in the memory of the generator. So the generator starts generating correction from zero. This is useful if you have a very strict acceptance criteria. One of our top users, his nickname is Geek Trader in the forum. He uses many thousands of bars and very strict acceptance criteria, and it has a very few correction strategies in the collection. So he asked us to be able to export. So you see, we have now 300. I'll press Control X. It exported the correction and started from zero. All right, but generator is not stopped. This is very interesting feature. Actually, do you know? Yeah, it is the same as if you run ES Studio. Let's empty the collection. Run ES Studio. It generates, and now here you can download the collection and empty the collection, right? And it starts from zero. This is the same behavior. So you export one collection and start generating new collection. So this is what you do with Control X. So download and delete. Yeah, the Control X is doing that. I'll stop the generator with Control X, Control C. Yeah, it stopped and it exported the collections. Okay, but this can be automated. What we do now to save a temporary collection or the temporary intermediate collection, it can be automated. If you open the settings file and go downward, we have this auto-save collection options. These are new for this version 1.4. We have auto-save at minutes. This was option that the users wanted more in the Studio or in Forex Strategy Builder. So how to make ES Studio or Forex Strategy Builder save or export your collection at every n minutes, and this is possible in the Express Generator because Express Generator has access to the file system. Let's copy this option and put in the command. Okay, and I'll make it exported every 1 minute, like that. Save. And now it will be interesting. Let's go back. So I run the generator from again with the same options, only the difference auto save at minutes. So when it makes 1 minute, it will automatically export the collection. Hello, Vinny, nice to see you. If you have any questions regarding our Express Generator, you can ask it anytime. Okay, let's see what files we have. where is my folder? Okay, here. And go to the correlation. I have 4 correlations so far. And when it makes 1 minute, because I have autosave at minutes, it will write the correction. This autosave command, it doesn't clear the correction which is in the memory of the generator. It just saves what we have so far and continues. And this is useful. Okay, you see, when it makes 1 minute, it exported the correction and continue. This is useful if you have one side computer or server which you set it to generate, and you don't afraid of some computer crash or power break. You always have save these temporary corrections. The problem is that if you leave it for 1 day, you have 1440, right? So you can make it saving every 10 minutes or every 1 hour. Yeah, it's up to, because it will correct all. And then what you can do, normally I can sort it by day modified. Usually the files are sorted by name, but when you click on day modified, the newest file is at the top. You see one more appeared here, and you use the top one. I'll close this to show you the other options. Okay, when I close it, it also saved the correction and stop. Let's delete this. We generate new corrections. The other autosave option is autosave at corrected. So if you have very strict acceptance criteria, which let's say the generator works hours to generate one strategy. For example, if you have later when you put the Monte Carlo and other validation options in from the reactor, you can have one strategy per hour or per 3 hours. So you can use the option autosave at corrected. And it means when you have the number of corrected strategies to save the correction. Let's say I'll not use this so strict acceptance criteria, so I'll make it save it every 300, because our collection is 300 strategies, and when it makes 300 to save, and they start from 0. The difference is that autosave it corrected, it saves the corrections and clears the in-memory correction. This is the difference from the autosave at minutes. So autosave at minutes save, but doesn't clear the express generator correction. Autosave at corrected saves, but clears the what we have in the memory. Let's check it. Okay, so it started generating, and when it makes 300, which is yeah, it will take some time. It will save the correction and it will start from 0. Yeah, if you want this behavior. Okay. So let's until it works, until we wait to make 300 and see. Do you have any questions so far? How to write this CMD files? How to save and this current option?
Always clear to me. Of course, I will personally have to practice it. But what I wanted to ask you is, now once we have one CMD file, can we just copy paste it and then change just? I guess we can, but can we do that and just change a little bit, like change the symbol and the time frame? So once we have one as a template, we can easily modify it for different symbols and time frames.
Of course. And this is the exact purpose of making files, because let's align a little bit. So this generator allows us to do things like this.
And I will have one more question
Okay.
Are you planning to provide some ready templates yourself? Because if you do it, everyone will know that it's written properly and it will work properly.
Actually, you cannot make mistake because I only copy the parameters from the settings file. And if you make some mistake, it will show you the wrong parameter. So actually, you cannot make mistake. It will show you. For example, if I instead of collection capacity, I write collection capacities, okay, and try to run it. But the problem is that if it's a command, it will disappear, and you will not see the error. I think. Yeah. It's okay. Normally, okay, I will show you some other workflow. Now we will write the commands because yesterday we started writing parameters in the terminal, and now instead of writing in the terminal, we will write in the CMD file. So, the purpose exactly what you ask to have different versions. So you go to File, Save As, and say make it fast generate Great Britain pound USD, right? And change Great Britain pound USD and remove this auto save, for example, if you want, like that. And now we have these two commands. The original one, fast generate CMD and fast generate Great Britain pound USD. But it was let's check this one if it's correct or not. Capacities, yeah. This is with the wrong one. Okay, so what we have here in that example, creation capacity 300, auto save it corrected 300, and what it happens? You see when it generates 300 strategies, it exports the creation and starts from 0, and it shows the name of the exported. All right, and it continues. If you want this behavior, you're welcome. Let's stop it. So this was the way to write the CMD files, but the purpose of the CMD files is not. Yeah, you can use it like that to run one single command, but actually the biggest benefit is that you can combine different commands. For example, you can generate, and after the generating, you can start another thing. You can rename the collection, put in another folder, run validating on different symbol. We will show this on the next tutorial. So we already continue 50 minutes. I will only want to show you how we can write or to leave it for the next session. Okay, the next session.
So just to summarize it, to make sure I got what you said, and probably some of the people watching will wonder as well. This is kind of advantage compared to EA Studio, right? Because in EA Studio we have the symbol settings, and we can, but they are general for the whole program. And if we run the reactor, it's the same thing, and we have to change every time. But here we can modify different CMD command files and have it for different assets, for different symbols, the whole process that you say, which is something more than what we have in EA Studio, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is the purpose of the Express generator.
Okay.
Once you write your commands, just click it, and that's all. And you have these different files. So what we do, we write this command data update. So we fetch the Forex rates and the symbols, parameters, data bars, and time zone. And when you start working, let's say on the beginning of the day, just click this, and it downloads the new historical data. And then you have the different CMD files, the different commands for your different workflows. And just click them, and you can run them together, right? You can run several, and that's all, and leave them. So at the end of the day, or in several hours, you will have all collections in your collection folder.
Okay, this is great.
Yeah, so if you want to do that in expression in EA Studio, what you have to do, you need to make settings what you want to do and go to tools and export to download the settings file and
Yeah, right. Yes,
come
and you can
here
have
and
different setting files.
you need different settings files and then you have to open the different browser how to minify this, why this is open, I don't know. Okay. You need different settings file, and then you have to open the different browser. What happened with my browser? I don't know what is this and how it appears. Okay, it doesn't matter. You have to open the different browser windows. I open the browser again. What I switch on? I switch on. I made the tabs. How to make? How to put the tabs in the top? I put the tabs on the side. Do you know how to make this? Turn off vertical tabs. Okay. So in ES Studio, you have to open the different browser windows. And in order to prevent browser to idle the ES Studio, you need different browser instances, right? Not only browser tabs. So you have to open several ES Studios and to in each ES Studio to load your settings file and to have this browser windows is running, which is tedious, right? And if you have 5 or 6, yeah, it is it is much easier to come to your Express Generator folder, Express Generator, and this makes, I don't how to move it. How to close this zoom stuff here at the top? I don't know. I can move it. Okay, so we wrote this fast generate command and we can run it several times. Or if you have different commands, just click them and they open and work.
Okay.
Yeah, you see. You can run several commands. It's much easier than in the ES Studio. I'll close this. So yeah, you're right. This is the benefit of using Express Generator. In the next session will be at the same time, noon time UTC, and it will be on Monday. In the next session, I will show you how to write custom settings files, right? And then we'll continue with the other options what we have in the generator.
Okay. Thank you very much for the sessions and of course for the program. I'm sure everybody in the community will be very happy with it. Yeah,
so let's repeat again. For the traders that already have Ultimate Pack, they can receive this new product for free, right? And for other traders that has already EA Studio or Forex Strategy Builder, we'll make it possible to buy upgrade Express Generator as additional to their EA Studio or Forex Strategy Builder. Because this Express Generator, it is not a standalone application. It works only, it's useful only if you have EA Studio or Forex Strategy Builder.
Okay, and then just to give the information that I will try to overview these videos and put them in the shorter ones, and we will make a free course for everybody who has the Ultimate Pack to have like short tutorials to use the program step by step.
Excellent. So if you start doing that, you'll find that you have some questions for sure. If you have not used to terminal. So in the next session, you can ask these questions and I will be happy to answer.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so let's end this tutorial. I will upload this video in YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
For the